Hey everybody, Aaron Carlson here from Around the Reel. Just want to reach out to each and every one of you to make sure you click over to anchor.fm/CCC Entertainment Group. There's a little metric tool there that you can click on to support our podcast. It would really help us out and keep our production company rolling so we can put out the best content possible and also build budgets to these new movies that should be filming and coming out in 2021. That is, of course, if this fucking pandemic will ever fucking stop. So reach out to us there and support our podcast. We'd really, really appreciate anything you can do in these tough times. And as well as that, you guys keep thinking hard because you're thinking anyway.
Welcome to Around the Reel with your hosts, Aaron Carlson, Charles Lawson, and Samantha Hannah.
I feel like this whole year, it's just this never-ending day that we continue, like, take a nap and then wake up to.
Yeah.
That's what this is.
That's pretty accurate.
Just one long fucking day, Chuck.
Yeah. Well, no, this can't be one long day because yesterday I got fired. So tomorrow has to be something different.
Oh, you got fired. You got fired from your job.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Chuck.
Yeah, all you people who are employed, just quit rubbing it in.
No, it's fine.
Actually,
that's kind of bullshit, though.
I was going to ask you, Kate, are you using your phone or are you using a laptop?
I'm using my laptop.
Oh, good. So you see four of us.
Yes, I can see you guys all.
That was the only downfall to using your phone is because usually it highlights the person who's talking, but since we're all recorded through one line, every time somebody said something, you'd see my face, which isn't always the best thing to look at.
Yeah, Chuck was really worried about that. So now that we got that all figured out, welcome to Around the Reel.
Welcome to Around the Reel.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you for being here, Kate. So, Chuck, do you want to introduce our guest today, since you're kind of like connected with her a little bit more than I am?
Well, since I ran out of friends, I decided to start having family on the show.
Oh, shit. She's family.
Family?
Yeah, she's family.
What?
Yeah, we were just discussing that. We did a little sound check earlier, and we were discussing how we're related. Now, Kate, do you remember how we are related?
Yes, thank you, Chuck, for teaching me about cousins once removed. That's what we are.
Oh, see, I don't know anything
Now,
about that.
unfortunately, I'd have to double check with my wife still. I totally forgot to ask before we went on, but yeah, I believe that is correct, that you are my cousin once removed.
So how is that?
What does that even mean?
So her...
Go ahead.
Her what? Her mom or dad?
You guess.
Her mom
this
or
is better
dad?
than Urban Dictionary. This is a game. Okay, you figure it out. How are we related?
So I'm guessing like her mom or dad is your mom or dad's cousin.
No.
Oh, well...
Aaron, you want to screw it up?
Cousin once removed. You were cousins, and then someone kicked her out, and then they brought her back, and now you guys are cousins, but just one time she was removed. That's what I think. How about that?
No. Really close.
So,
I don't fucking know what it means.
My mother, Helen,
Okay.
and her father is Brian.
Okay.
His father, Marty. Marty and Helen are brother and sister.
Okay.
So Brian and I are cousins, which makes her my cousin once removed.
That's second cousin.
No.
Yeah, it is.
My
That's
daughter,
my
daughter and her would be second cousins.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
I'm so confused.
I don't even understand what's going on. But what
You're on a show.
But you understand. You know Helen though. You know Chuck's mama.
I personally do not.
Oh shit! She doesn't know your mom.
My mom hasn't left the house since 1989.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, she doesn't leave. That's true.
But when she does, she likes to talk, so...
A regular listen to the show. I love you, Mom.
I love you too, Mom.
Yeah, Helen's no joke.
I mean, Chuck's mom.
She's badass.
She is. She's cool. She's super cool.
So, but here's the thing. This podcast is about, like, having creative people on the show. So why is she just creatively on the show because she's...
No, she didn't have anything else to do tonight.
Oh, she didn't? Okay.
No, Kate is awesome. Kate is a very talented young lady. Not only is she an actress, but she's also a songwriter and a performer and all kinds of wonderful things. And I got to spend the whole day refreshing my brain as to all the things that she's been in. And I have to say, Kate, those two things you sent me today, I sent to them, I laughed my ass off. That was hilarious.
Yes. I'd have
Very
to.
kind of you. Thank you.
No,
I hope it was supposed to be funny.
It was.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Those are absolutely hilarious and very well made productions. I enjoyed each one of them. I laughed my ass off at the Breakup Bar. Is that the one? Okay,
That's the one.
Dude, though, Two-Face killed me.
Okay, good. Thank you. I submitted it to a female content creator page account, and they didn't accept it. But I think it's because it was maybe women pitting women against each other. But it was kind of the joke in that sense because it's really revealing.
I thought it was perfect, especially in today's social media stages and stuff.
Okay, thank you. Yes.
The only thing you didn't hit it more on the head is a woman would not allow that much blood on her before she takes a picture.
Right.
She would have cleaned up first.
Hey, actually, I don't know about that. I don't know.
You're funny.
Women can be pretty dark.
Dude, they're brutal. They don't fuck around.
That's right.
I've been saying that since day one on this show. You women do not fuck around.
We don't fuck around.
No.
But unfortunately, I feel left out because I didn't get to see them.
Oh, you didn't get to watch
I'm
Selena?
so sorry.
No, because I had to work, guys, and
okay.
I didn't get a chance to, and I really feel left out right now.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Okay.
you remember the
I
songs?
really
'cause
wanted to see them, yeah.
The songs came
the
out
songs,
periodically,
yeah.
so you've
Yes,
at least listened to the songs.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she does music too. Kate does.
I actually thought that was... I'm sorry, Kate. All she did before... I did. I thought that was her thing.
I thought it was too.
And that was it. But,
There's so much more
there's
to
so
her.
much more.
No apology. That's okay.
She's like an onion. She got layers.
Well, we're going to figure out her layers. We can actually let her talk, and then we can learn more about her, because she was once removed from you, Chuck, so you might not know as much as you think.
Everybody likes to get as removed from me as possible.
That's
so,
true.
Most
Kate,
people
tell
do.
us a little bit more about yourself. My dear.
Kate, what's up? What do you got?
Sure. So I guess I moved out to Los Angeles for acting. That's what I got my degree in from Missouri State University. Go Bears. And music had always been something that I had liked to do on the side, and kind of just like the fun project I got to go do at home, and then never really told anybody about, except for like my mom. I would force her to listen. Like, anything I wrote.
Okay.
And then always just said, yeah, I would, if I ever met a producer, I would at least try to have something produced, one of my songs produced, so that I could, stop saying I'm a songwriter and have nothing to show for it. So ended up moving out here and, doing the acting thing, all the auditions, all the rejections, the perseverance there. And then on the side, I was like, I need something to keep me going, something that I can be fulfilled by creatively. And so then once I met this producer, I sent him a demo, and he was like, yeah, let's work on this. And then made my first song. And I was like, that was so much fun. I have to do that again.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That's fucking crazy.
So where did you meet
Yeah,
the
how'd
producer?
you meet him?
I actually met him I am a Christian. I go to church, and I met him through my small group, which is crazy. And he's like freakishly talented. He's so cool. He composes a bunch of music that like the NBA uses for their commercials.
Okay.
And their highlight reels and all of that. And he works for Universal. So I was like, oh my, just kind of crazy and random.
One of those moments.
Yes.
Jesus, see, one person. It takes one person.
Yep, just that one person.
Just one.
It's unbelievable.
Right, because then once you have one thing to show for it, then, I met another music producer. And then I was able to be like, hey, I made this song. This is my sound. And he was like, okay, yeah, this is my sound. Let's make something else. So
you go to LA to want to be an actress and be like movie star stuff. And then you end up getting a bunch of rejections. And then you go, well, I can fucking sing too.
yeah, I guess so. I'm still pursuing acting.
Good.
I would say that's my main goal. I think I really feel for musicians. That is so hard. I think that the pool is much larger for musicians, and you're not as protected in the music industry. At least the acting industry has unions.
Right.
Oh man, you have to like pour your entire self into the music industry. I mean, it's brutal. I can
see that. It's weird, dude.
Yeah.
If you think about how it was back in the day, where you get a music deal and then you can make a CD or an album and you put it out and you got to go to the store to buy that shit. Then you could see where you could earn a living, right? If you can get hooked up. But now with all this digital shit, It's like, how much can they make? I mean, we know what we make on our streaming for our movie. It ain't dick. We don't make anything for streaming. So imagine, but I did read something on Spotify where they actually pay better per song stream than, like we get paid on our film. Like, seriously. Like, yeah. So I don't know what kind of money you're making, because I know you get a couple songs on Spotify. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah. You'd have to get, I have like at most like 5,000 streams on a song.
Okay.
Which that really is not too.
Yeah.
Anything.
See,
Look, she's got 5,000 streams. She has a day job. She's just showing off.
right. But at the same time, though, think about this. I mean, for a song is what, 2 or 3 minutes long? You got a 3-minute song?
Yeah.
Okay.
Around 3 minutes.
Our movie's 2 hours, right? So we get a 2-hour movie. Don't you think that they're going to listen to her song over and over and over if they like it? Yeah. So you're going to get more streams. You're going to get multiple views, or listens, I should say, for your music, compared to like our dumbasses who make a movie and people watch it once if they even make it through it. You know what I mean?
Hey, she's got one fan that's listened to her songs hundreds of times.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Maybe we're doing the wrong thing. Maybe
We're not doing the wrong. Trust me,
I can sing. I can fucking sing, guys.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to sit there and beatbox for you. So
no, why not? We can.
Why not? Because who wants to pay and watch a couple of 40-somethings do that kind of crap?
No. I said sing. I said sing, not watch. I said sing.
Well, I know who wants to watch. Well, I mean, yeah, but I thought the picture was part of the deal there, Carlson. I thought that was the whole thing.
Well, it is. But I want to really focus on the talent there. So if I'm singing, I want them to hear it. If I'm acting, I want them to see it. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Okay.
You following me, guys?
Yeah.
Kate, you're following me, right?
I'm following you.
See, she
I
knows
think
what's
it's
up.
also very hard to compare music to a movie.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah,
because then there are times when I would rather watch a movie than listen to a song. What are you doing Friday night? You're not going to go and sit. I mean, you could but listen to the same song 40 times. You could.
Depends on how bad of a week you've had, Kate.
Yeah, that's really true.
Last Friday, I was sitting in my living room listening to some worship music, trying to forget about my damn day.
Mm-hmm. Poor Chuck.
Yeah, whatever.
He's in a darker mood.
Have you ever done that?
What's
Aaron?
that?
Well, Chuck just said he did.
Like listen to music?
No, worship music, not music. I think she's getting to the worship part of it.
Worship?
Yeah.
Yeah, worship. Sit in your living room and listen to worship music. Have you ever?
No. I never sat at home and listened to worship music.
You should try it.
Worship music?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh my God.
What's worship music?
That would be considered like Christian music, but that's okay.
Like Striper?
See, we had
80s Striper music?
Never mind.
No.
Aaron.
Striper was
quiet.
It wasn't there. They were a Christian rock band. Striper was.
Oh, I didn't
Kate,
know that.
a couple weeks ago, we had Leanne Johnson on the show. She's a singer-songwriter and an actress out of Indiana, and she's also a Christian. And they were really thrown off by having her on the show. I didn't mention the fact that you were a Christian before today's show, so they'd be more relaxed.
But I'm way better with it now.
I was fine. I was just fine.
It's just because they're dirty-mouthed little fucking heathens.
But see, since I got blindsided by it, now I'm not relaxed. So thanks a lot, Chuck.
I wasn't nervous at all anymore.
We get nervous that we're going to be offensive.
Yeah.
Because we're very offensive people.
Yeah.
Aren't we?
Never.
We're offensive.
No, I think that's a misconception. I think that,
so how is that a misconception? Tell us. Inform.
I think that people think Christians are easily offended.
I do.
Afraid.
I do.
But to be fair, then you have some, really, some that just, I guess are, there are a lot of sensitive, and I think it's more of an uncomfortableness. And then that's where then there's this weird judgment that comes in. And so, but that, I'm hoping.
Is that profiling? Am I profiling?
You're straight profiling, bro.
I'm profiling.
You totally are. This goes into a conversation Aaron and I were having earlier today about having labels.
Yes.
Aaron is my best friend. He's not my best black friend. He's just my best friend.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the same kind of thing for Christianity. It's people think that Christians are judgmental automatically because they have a different way of seeing things. It's not that they're judgmental. I mean, some of your guys' best friends are Jeremy and myself and Kate, Leanne. We're all laid back and just talk normal. We just happen to also believe in a different.
I
guess in my in my experience, I've just the Christians that I have met have been either I don't know they're Christians because they don't say so, or they've been super extreme and that's just like a super turnoff for me, I guess.
It doesn't warm those cockles?
Oh, no. No.
Which is frustrating, though, because then that really just does not help anything.
No,
it
I guess
doesn't.
it gives a bad name to those who are not like that.
Yeah, yeah. And imagine me being black and all the Crips and Bloods back in the 90s.
Oh my
Imagine how I feel. I mean, you guys are, poor Christians, but what about my black ass?
What about it?
Nobody's laughing at all.
Look at why is she shaking her head? She got way away from.
She went back into the shadows.
Backed up into the shadows and shaking her head. Shame on you, Aaron.
So I've got to ask, Kate, are you using a ring light? Because you got really dark really fast.
Yeah, she
Are
was
you-
as black as I was.
I'm really not. I think it's just the magic of my computer screen.
That's right.
She backed up and it went dark.
I know it did. You got in the shadow. Yeah, you're all shaded and shadowy.
It's interesting though, and when we talk about stuff like this, because I wasn't nervous and I heard what she said that she was a Christian and stuff, but it didn't bug me this time like it did with Leanne, because I talked to Leanne and I'm like, fuck, I was wrong,
Yeah.
and now I feel very comfortable. So I don't give a shit, but I'm good. But it's funny though.
I really have to thank Leanne then for breaking the ice.
Oh yeah, she broke the ice. She's good. Because we're
Not with me because I'm a little sweaty.
You're sweaty still? Are you really sweaty?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm like.
Wait, she's very nice. She's fine.
But that's
And
maybe
it's-
that's it. Is
It's Chuck's cousin once removed. We're good.
Wait, her being family to me should not make you feel more comfortable.
I know, right?
I said I'm not going to be creepy to her. You're still up for game.
That's
Oh
true. That's
man.
true. That's
Okay.
true.
I was hoping I was off the table, or he was, or we were.
So let's.
I bet.
So Kate,
Well-
what? Oh, go ahead. You go ahead.
I was gonna say all this to say is I think like my friends and I talk about it too, because I have friends who are atheists, friends that are Hindu, friends that are Jewish, and friends that are Christian too. And my Christian friends and I all are like, how do we break this mold, right? How do we break this stereotype? So I think that's something I'm actually really passionate about, and that is like why I do feel like that's also part of my mission in LA. How do I make the word Christian, sound less weird to people?
Right.
How do you make it so doesn't sound like a swear word?
Well,
Saying Christian makes people go, ooh.
but it's kind of like, why do we say it though? That's what we were talking about today.
Yeah.
Like, why do we say it?
Why do we say what?
Any of those terms like that, those labels
Labels.
that we give each other. Like, why do we do that? Like, if I'm walking through the store and someone goes, hey, see that black guy over there? Why would they say, see that black guy there, instead of going, hey, see that guy over there?
Right.
Well,
Right.
okay. So in that defense, because I will say, when you are trying to describe somebody, am I wrong that that's not, a pretty descriptive?
It is.
That's,
It is. But
That's
they
about
could've-
somebody, the way somebody looks, and that's very descriptive. No different than you would say redhead,
Sure.
blonde,
Sure.
black hair.
Sure.
But why
Your
can't you use their clothes?
Skin color it matters too.
Right. Or,
Use
hey,
their-
You
Use
could
their
use
clothes
their
instead.
clothes, but you can narrow it down even further by using their skin color and their hair color.
true. I get that. That's why people
Just
do
saying.
it. But
it doesn't always necessarily mean, people are pointing out or, say like it's a describing word of someone.
yes, it is.
Yes.
It can be. Yeah, but it can be used the wrong way.
Oh, it can,
after in
absolutely.
time, and that's kind of what I'm saying. Like they could have easily seen me walking across and go, "Hey, see that good-looking guy over there?" How come they didn't say that? Maybe I'm not
Some
good-looking.
people-
Never mind.
Not everybody finds you
like,
good looking.
Yeah. maybe that's
years
it.
ago, some people might have.
Anyway, but then you say the word Christian, and you're like, she's a Christian, but why would you say that? I guess that's the thing. What is it about Christian people that want to say and tell everybody they're Christian?
Well, they're proud.
That's a good question, by the way. Why is that?
They're proud.
Sam just gave a good answer.
They are. They're proud.
Okay.
That's what I've noticed.
But when
they're proud of it.
But when I talk
They're
about
no
being
shame.
black on the show, you guys are like, "Oh my god!" Even like guests are going like, "Is he serious?"
Well, there's
and
a
I'm like,
difference
"Well, I'm proud of
between,
it."
like
It's what's black on you that you're talking about that throws them off half the
I
time.
don't talk about my penis.
that's not the black part.
That is how the show with Crystal Lavero started. Was talking about black penises.
That's true. It did.
That is, yeah.
But
that
I'm going to
is
ask.
how-
Welcome to Around the Reel, black cock. What?
So Kate, do you feel that pride in being a Christian in that regard? Is that why you feel like you need to say that at times?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no shame in saying it, so there's no reason to hide it.
No.
But at the same time, when I usually tell people, I'm like, yeah, I met this person at small group, then they're like, what is small group? And then you have to go through and explain that, and so you're like, well, let's just skip this whole ordeal, and I'll just, you know.
I'm not going to be the one that acts like I know what small group is. What is that? What is that?
It's like a Bible study.
Okay, got it. I didn't know that. I didn't know.
Small group is exactly what it sounds like. You get together with other people from church in a smaller setting to talk about more just detailed.
Dude, if I was a Christian though like that, I would have a big group. Like everybody would love my shit. I'd have a huge group. It'd be a huge group, bro.
When it comes to religion, though, we don't really identify with anything. So
I do.
It's hard to. What do you identify with?
The aspect of religion?
Yes, I identify that.
Politics?
I love the concept of it. I love the stories that it tells. I understand the moral lessons that it teaches.
Okay, but
do I
what
necessarily
are you?
have the faith in? I don't know.
Oh, that's what
I'm just some black guy.
That was what I was saying.
I'm just some black guy.
We don't identify with anything religion-wise. Am I correct?
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
That's right. This is like a game show.
But
No,
at the
it's
same
not.
time, I would not consider the two of you atheists because you are both very
We're
Curious.
spiritual.
curious, spiritual,
yes.
and faithful people.
Yes.
Right.
What
Yeah.
is the word for that? Where you believe in something, but it's you don't identify with a faith.
Yeah, I wonder what that is, because I guess that would
You
be
know, I
it.
never
Called
talked.
Aaron Carlson.
No, don't give him that.
But you don't believe in the
No.
faith? Is that what you said?
Is it? No, there's
Agnostic.
Is it?
Agnostic.
Is that what that means?
I'm pretty sure that's what it means.
Okay.
I could be wrong. We'll find out later after people listen to this show.
So I guess, yeah.
And the comments come through.
Well, and it's not that, well, for me personally, and I think Aaron and I have talked about this before, and I think we're both on the same page. It's not that we don't believe
Right.
in God. It's just that we don't know.
Yeah.
We just don't know. Like, we're one of those kind of like see it, believe it people. That's
Yeah.
kind of,
Yeah.
So,
And I
We just don't
relate,
know.
and I relate everything in the world to movies all the time, which is fictional, right?
Yep.
And I'm
He-
like,
he
you know what?
definitely
This is
lives in
kind of
a
like that part in
fictional-
that one movie, and that one guy did this. That's me, right? And everybody hates that when I do it because it's not real. It's not real life, Aaron. But then I think of Christians, and they're believing in something that you can't see and something that was in a book, and they say, "Well, God says," and I'm like, "Yeah, but it's not real." That's how I feel. And I'm like, why is there a difference there? Why is it okay to believe in movies more or less than
I don't know. I mean,
the
why do
Bible?
we lie to
is
our
that?
kids
Well-
and tell them there's Santa Claus and the Tooth
Good
Fairy
point.
and
Good point.
all
Good
this
point.
stuff?
I'm sorry if kids are listening to this show right now.
Sorry, kids.
It's not.
There really is a
you're,
Santa.
You're telling them because it's the truth.
What's the truth?
Santa
Santa
Claus, Easter
and
Bunny,
Tooth Fairy. All of it.
All that cool shit.
It's all true.
I really hope our general audience is not under the age of fucking 10.
No, it's
Honestly,
not.
I don't
I've
think a
checked the
single one of
analytics.
them are, but there might be ears in the background. So.
I think it's 1% under 17.
They're
so,
gone after
yeah.
the black penises comment.
Yeah, we're not.
That usually
We're not
throws
for all
everything
ages.
off. And I love that Kate said black penis. See how that happens? Boom.
Yep. And all of
No
a sudden,
joke.
everybody's fine with her.
Everybody's fine. We're good now. Yep.
Yeah.
She said black penis. We're
Yep, we're good.
good. That's
all.
hilarious.
All right.
See, I was gonna bust out Urban Dictionary game to lighten the mood because I was,
All
like
it
I
takes
said,
is-
I'm a little sweaty.
All
But
it takes is black penis. And black penis always makes you sweaty, Sam.
So, Kate, let's dive back into you for a second.
I've never.
Yes,
seen
please,
one.
Kate.
I've still never seen one.
What inspired you? Let's talk about your first release. Let's go with your songwriting. So, what inspired you to write Escape Routes?
Man, I had gone through a breakup. Usually art is inspired by heartbreak.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had like just this idea of all of these things leading back to this one person and like trying to get out of situations but always coming back to this face or this name that like you just can't get over. And so the opening line, I've been searching. And now I'm like sitting here. I'm like, oh my gosh, what did I write?
It happens. Doesn't it?
That's
It's
me
weird.
with my.
Love it. Look. No, you're fine. You're fine.
No, you're good.
I think it's like I've been searching for your
your
kiss and
Yep.
foreign lips or something like
Yep.
that.
Mm-hmm.
I've been searching for your.
You're right.
I've been
that's
searching
it.
for your kiss and foreign lips. Yep.
Okay, is that what I wrote?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what you wrote. See,
Yes,
I
it
can't
is.
remember the lines I write in the movie either when I'm acting in it. So don't
Me
feel
neither.
fucking bad. You're fine. I get it. Jesus.
You say it a lot prettier than I did, but yes, that is what you said.
Yeah. Got it. Go for
Okay.
it. Okay, continue.
Okay. And so, yeah, that line had just been echoing just in my head for days. And I knew, and I'd actually like not written a song in about like a couple months at that point, because I knew I like was just trying to avoid everything, all feelings for a long time. And finally, like that line just wouldn't leave. And so I was like, all right, fine. I got home from work. I walked into my room, picked up my guitar. And then about 25 minutes later, I was like, okay, here we go. Then I called my mom because I was like, that's what I always do.
Because you have to hear it.
Okay, now,
That's awesome.
I want to ask you a question, because I know a little bit of the fact that you have faith. However, when I listen to that song, I realize it's about a breakup, but I also see the undertone of the fact that where you're actually looking back is to God. Did you ever actually realize that that's, if you listen to it as an outsider, that's the first thing, because that's always the person, that's your escape route, that's where you go back to. It's not necessarily the person who you're trying to get away from, but it's actually your faith in God. Did you ever realize that?
No, I didn't. I didn't realize that at all.
So she probably thought I was really mean when I told her this. I found myself really inspired by this song as I'm sitting here writing a Christian-based, screenplay, and she's probably like, "Well, that's weird, Chuck. Okay, whatever."
No, that makes me so happy. That's so cool. That's a really, really cool parallel.
You know what else is weird? Those are the layers that we were talking about earlier. How about that?
Yeah.
Boom. That's where I'm at.
The lovely red onion that is Miss Kate Pennington.
You know what, Kate? I watched. I was watching your YouTube, and I watched the official video for your last one, the Los Angeles song that you got. Meet Me in Los Angeles. Is that what it's called?
Oh yes.
Okay, that was gangster shit. I really like how that was shot, and it was kind of nostalgic in a way. The way you shot it.
She got excited.
No, it's really cool. It's really, really, really cool. And tell me, how did that come about? How did you start? What was the idea behind that?
Okay, so fun fact.
Okay.
I got back together with the guy that I wrote.
Was that the dude you broke up with? Is that him in the video?
Yeah, it was actually like a mutual breakup.
Okay.
The first, and then. Yeah, and then I released that song. And the same day I'd released Escape Routes, my parents ran into him at a restaurant back home.
Okay.
And it was like, what the heck? And then I found out he was moving to Los Angeles.
Wow.
From that. Okay, just making sure you didn't pause on me.
No, I hear you. Yeah,
we were listening so intently. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we actually shut up and were listening.
We all froze and like.
So I was like, what? And then so I had called him finally a few days later and then found out all the details. Went home during the pandemic once things shut down, then came back out, and then he was coming out to LA. And it was a few weeks before he was supposed to come out. And then I had just wanted to write our story into a song. And we're both from St. Louis, so there's the movie Meet Me in St. Louis, and so I titled it Meet Me in Los Angeles and put us here, yada yada, and then was like, I have to shoot a fun video for this,
right?
And was so inspired. I love Quentin Tarantino, so the costumes were inspired by his Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. And then love retro vintagey films so much, so I wanted that in there. Obviously inspired by Damien Chazelle's La La Land, and so
I was gonna say
that in there.
He actually reminded me of Ryan Gosling in Drive.
Oh, amazing! I told him that.
Yes, he looked just like Ryan Gosling in certain shots. I was like, dude, he thinks he's Ryan Gosling. He thinks he's no joke in that fucking shit. I was like, damn it, he's badass.
Meanwhile, Kate's the one trying to make him look like that. No, just do your hair like this. You're fine.
It was cool. And you know what else was weird about the video? Where's the place? Is that the observatory or whatever in LA? What's that called? Okay.
Yes.
I was watching them when they're in that observatory, like doing your thing around it. And I was like, oh man, I know that place. I've never been to fucking LA. Do you know how I know that spot?
All the movies you've seen?
No. Grand Theft Auto.
Amazing.
The last Grand Theft Auto 5. And I was like, dude, I was kicking ass up there with a fucking machine gun. I know that place. I knew it. I knew it from where they were. It's hilarious. Anyway, that was my tie-in. So I felt one with you, Kate.
I am so happy that the observatory has been an inspiration for all of these mediums. I love it. It goes from La La Land to Grand Theft Auto.
Right. That's how I knew it. It's funny, huh? I thought it was funny. Anyway, that's awesome. That is awesome stuff. So the same guy you broke up with inspired you to write a song, and then you write another song when you're getting back with the guy.
I know. He's inspired even a lot more songs. Oh. So I write a lot of songs about him. Mostly good ones.
You know what's funny?
Well, now they're good.
You should see
the Atlanta Screamo stuff for that few months that she didn't record anything was just for herself.
I could tell you something else too. You know how many poems Sam's written about me?
Oh my God, yeah.
There's the third book in the garage. It's like this big.
Bro, there's books.
Dude,
there's books. There's so many.
So many books.
It happens.
I write a lot of shitty poems about
me. Yeah. There's good ones in there though.
They've been together for 15 years. You know, they've had their good years and their bad years.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait,
it's a long
I didn't even know you guys were together.
Oh, yeah.
She doesn't listen to the show as much as she says.
That's okay.
This is awesome now. This makes it, oh my gosh.
Makes more sense now?
Now she's like looking at you two, like putting you together. It's like, oh, would that be weird?
And now her joke about not ever seeing a black penis makes more sense now, doesn't it? Isn't that funny? Now you're laughing. Yeah, see, she gets it now.
And we have a 12-year-old daughter, so...
It's fine, dude. I jerk off. There's a kid there in the morning. It's fine.
Wow. Actually, that's true. You're very fertile.
Sorry.
That's a good thing.
I don't know. I mean, or bad.
Oh my God.
So,
anyway,
as we were saying,
yes, let's get back to Kate.
How are you dealing with being an actress during the pandemic?
Oh man, that is a loaded question,
dude.
Isn't
yes.
it
though? Well, I've had a lot of time to sit and reevaluate and process, and I always have to be doing something. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I'm losing my mind a little bit, but I set weekly goals for myself. Like, okay, by this week, I'm going to do this. I'm going to contact this person. Mm-hmm. I'm going to send this email. I'm going to write this sketch. I'm going to work on this project. And that keeps me a little bit more sane.
Do you hit your goals that you set, or I guess your schedule? Do you hit that? Are you able to? You do?
Yeah.
So you're one of those people that can go by a schedule easier than just fly by the seat of your pants.
Both, yeah.
Oh.
I would say, because if something else takes priority, then I'll just kind of move the list around. It's not like, as strict. I kind of, whatever comes, I take and just rework.
Okay.
Schedule.
I'm curious, do you get frustrated like I do? Like you get those things done, okay? And you set those goals, and then you make them, and then the next step you realize, shit, there's COVID. Then if we need to get something done, we got to go out and do this. Then we have to be certified, and we got to set everything up, and we got to do this and that. And then another week goes by, and you got to figure out something else to fill your time with. Because that's how I kind of feel. Like, it's driving me nuts. Like, I want to film some fucking shit, but we can't just go out and do it like we did.
Exactly. Yeah. It's actually the Meet Me in Los Angeles video. I had a whole nother plan for and a storyboard for, and just like reached out to my friend who directs all my stuff, and he's like, I'm having a baby, like, I'm sorry, I have to be extra careful, and I just realized, I'm like, there's no way I'm going to be able to make this the way I want to make it. So how do I make it in COVID times? How do I still achieve this goal and what I want with all these restrictions? So yes, exactly. I feel that completely.
Yeah. Well, making it seem like that you were the only two in Los Angeles was a great way to make that video. So even if it wasn't the thing you were planning, it worked out perfectly.
Yeah, it's a good piece. I liked it a lot. It sells what you were trying to do with your song. And it hits your song too. It really does. It just matches really well. I enjoyed watching it, but I don't know about this fucking COVID shit. It's just so frustrating because I know what she's saying, because I do the same thing every day. I'm like, okay, I'm going to do this, this, and this, these little things. And yeah, you're doing something, but you're not, it doesn't feel like you're getting anywhere.
Yes.
Like, until you have a final product done or a project finished or at least started, and you're out there and you've got a schedule and you know who's doing what, you're just like spinning your fucking thumbs. I don't get it. It's really hard.
Yeah, don't you wish you like had all of these things you already shot just so you could edit them?
Yes.
Now? Editing, you're like, yeah, absolutely, I would love to be doing that right now. But you don't have
You can go back and recut the Outrider. We can do a limited edition.
And that's the shittiest part. we finished.
Actually, come up. Honestly,
Dude, I raced to fucking edit a feature film, and we got it out by December of 2019, right? Our Outrider movie. And then January hit and February, and we're in distribution at this time. We skipped the film festival shit. We're like, we're going for it. Just put our movie out there. And then we started, okay, let's get on the next project. And then by March, we cast the film, and then COVID hits.
Oh.
And if I would have known COVID was coming, I wouldn't have rushed the Outrider. We could have thought about it longer. We could have taken our time. I could have cut it down even further. We could have watched it over and over, but no one knew. So then I'm thinking to myself, where was God on that one? Where are you at, bruh? Where's he at?
He was the one who gave us the 2 million minutes viewed of the Outrider on Amazon Prime before it got weird.
where the people that watched
That
it?
doesn't get us to Tubi now because we self-distributed our film. Okay. It's weird.
You should pray a little harder.
I talk to God if he's there, but I don't bullshit with him. I swear to God, I talk to him like a normal person. Like if something good happens, I'm like, dude, thank you, bro. That's how I say it. And then if something bad happens, I'm like, yeah, of course. Thanks. That's what I do. And I'm looking up at the air when I do it sometimes.
Since when?
I do it in the car alone all the time.
As long as you share both the praise and the sorrow,
I do both.
Then you're fine.
I do both, but I
You're on
don't.
the right track.
I don't do the Franklin Graham. I don't go, God, I've sinned. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I don't do that.
No,
I don't.
I don't think you. No, I think it's better if you had just normal.
Just be
Like
real,
he's your
right?
friend. Yeah,
Okay.
just talk to him like he's your friend.
Because
Who's Franklin Graham, anyways? He Billy Graham's son.
Yes,
That is
Okay.
correct.
Yeah.
And he's old as hell.
Yeah.
When Billy Graham
Yeah.
actually died, he was like 118.
Yeah,
I mean,
but
he
he's
was
still
old.
but he still uses his daddy name
Well, of course he does.
to get that niche audience in there, bruh. Anyway, listen. Seriously,
What
though.
are you guys like? Yeah, how has it been for you guys so far?
Rough.
To stay
We've
creative, we
we've
started a
had to-
podcast.
We've had to definitely change things.
Yeah.
We've had to put things on hold, and we've had to create other things so that we can keep being creative. It's been hard.
Yeah, it's
It's
challenging.
been really hard. And it's still challenging. I mean, even now that we have some other things going, I mean, even this has been challenging to, nobody, I mean, we like to have people come to the studio and be in-house with us, but I mean, no one wants to right now because no one wants to risk it, and it's just hard.
It's tough.
It's just because I'm creepy.
No,
Or it could be that, or it could be Aaron.
Could
He's
be.
kind of scary too.
yeah, I'm black. What can I say? It scares people, especially white people. It scares them.
No, but it is challenging. It's everything that we are doing, or that we're able to still do, is challenging.
Yeah, but you got to adapt. I mean, you got to roll
Yeah,
with
you
it,
do.
and you got to figure it out.
There's
and,
no other way to do it.
and there isn't a way.
And all these horrible things that have caused all of these delays that we have hated, we have also have been
blessed.
blessed
Yes.
by
I said
having better equipment.
Yep.
We now have, better equipment than we ever would have had if we started back in last April.
Mm-hmm.
If
You're
we
right.
started filming back April, May, like we were originally talking about possibly starting that soon after doing auditions, we have so much better stuff now.
Yeah.
Correct. No,
True.
really. When the
it's-
film does happen, it's going to be a way higher production value now because of the time we've had and the things we picked up. You're right. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
There's been blessings, and there's been definitely difficult, tough times.
You know what I like the most about this though is for our next project, next feature film, Say Goodbye, which Kate, I don't know if I actually ever sent you the script, but I'll send it to you. You can read it. I'm still looking for a title song for that movie.
Oh, yeah, he is. He really is.
I've only mentioned it a lot. So yeah, I'm still looking for a title song. The tagline for the movie is Live a Life of Love, and I'm still looking for that song.
That sounds like a title for a song.
That is a title for the song.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That'd be the title for the song. It's the tagline for the movie.
I just consider it a tagline still. So, because there's no song yet.
You'd think we never had a meeting about this movie before.
It's been a while though.
So you want that to be the title. You want the
Yeah.
tagline.
Did
to
you
be
know
the
that I actually tried
That
to
is
write a
correct.
song?
Did you really?
Yeah. I'll show you the notebook. It's full of stuff. Scratch marks.
No, this is a good question for Kate. You should ask her that. Talk to her about that. Like, how do you write a song? Like, I've always wondered, like, lyrically, like, do you have a melody in your head or do you just write some like verbiage down to tell a story, and then a musician comes in and tries to tie the music to it, or can it go the other way? Because Sam writes poetry, and I always read her stuff, and I'm like, dude, this could be a song if somebody would just sing it to a melody. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Does it work that way?
I think, yeah, it's usually always different. Like sometimes like little clips of words will be in my head and I'll write it down, and then I'll just start playing different melodies on my guitar until I'm like, oh, that sounds nice. And then I like rearrange the words to fitting. I don't know if that sounds similar, Sam, because I used to write poetry as well. And then like, that's what I would end up like, it's easier then because things are rhyming, you know, and then you can start playing. You really, at that point, you already have the words. So you kind of just get to pick whatever you want it to sound like. Is that?
I mean, I don't know. I've never really, I've wrote a couple of them like based on, I had a song in my head or whatever, but not very many of them. And I think I've always really, really wanted more than anything, more than writing a book or anything. I've wanted my poetry to be turned into songs. I would love that. I would love to write for, yeah, I would absolutely love that. That would be ideal. But I don't know, how do you do that? And I don't even know if my stuff's even, if you could make a song out of it. I really don't know.
Yeah, you could. That's what I'm saying. The lyrics are there. The story is there. Your poems are awesome. It's just a matter of like tweaking it, I think, like she says, to someone who's musically inclined to add a melody to it, right? Am I not understanding this? Because to me, that's what I'm thinking.
That's my next question is, do you play an instrument?
That's where the hard part comes
No.
in.
Okay.
No, she beats me a lot like a drum, but other than
that,
You don't sound as good as a drum when I beat you.
That's because he goes,
because I'm yelling, I'm crying, I'm playing, please don't do this.
Oh, stop.
You gotta believe in magic.
15 years, right? 15 years going strong?
15 long
Dude, it is not.
years.
She's such a liar.
It's been so long. You have no idea.
There are times that the thought that Eva turns 18 in 6 years, what'll happen?
You know what's
No, I'm
funny?
kidding.
She's so full of shit.
Oh, is that really like the question?
You know,
God, I don't know. I couldn't even answer that.
You know, now that she's got like, she's been like, because our audience like really enjoys her talking shit, and she's the queen of the show and everything. And
most girls wouldn't even still be here. Okay.
Okay, I get that. I get that because I know
because he hasn't married me. If you don't know that, we're not married.
Yeah, we're still
He's
engaged.
not my husband.
It's a 15-year engagement, dude.
15 years.
It's no joke. It's no joke.
Are you kidding me?
No, it wasn't.
What girl does that?
It wasn't 15 years.
Pretty much.
13, 12.
Shut up.
What are you talking about?
The engagement.
How old's your daughter?
12.
Okay, so it's been a few years.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. But there's a reason behind that.
Embarrassing amount of years.
No, I'm going to do my own podcast for that one. I'm going to explain it all so people, if they care. I think they care. I think they want to know because people don't understand it. But here's the thing.
Neither do I.
Was there a point?
I had a point. I had one.
One thing I'd like to say, though, is I love having creatives on the show because when we have filmmakers on the show, we sometimes delve into the boring aspects of making movies.
No, we don't.
True.
And we
we do.
It's not boring, though.
And sometimes, shut up, let me talk. And sometimes we totally lose Sam. So having creatives on the show, songwriters and that kind of stuff, she gets more involved, and I love that. That's awesome.
She does. Yeah. She does.
Yeah.
Now, the trick is getting us all to shut up so Kate can actually say something.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, Kate. The floor is yours. Say anything you want.
Oh, I just said I like Sam.
Oh,
See,
you.
Nobody ever says that. Hey, Chuck's great.
no one says that.
No one
either.
said,
No, because people
Chuck's so
genuinely
weird.
like Sam. But here's the irony of it all. She doesn't think anybody likes her. That's the funny part in this world. Like, why doesn't Sam think she gets liked by people? And
Well,
people generally like you.
A couple people like me.
Well, that,
All right, whatever, I'm done.
But that also goes to do with her jobs and everything else. So being a bartender and being a hard ass at people, it's hard to think that people like you when anytime you can cut them off and throw them out of your bar.
Yeah, they usually hate me.
I get that, but I mean that
They
goes.
really do.
But you know that kind of goes with just life in general, though. I mean that's what we're talking about: facing challenges like COVID, or your job that you lost, Chuck, or Sam that lost, or what I'm going to be going through here in April when my bank shuts down. I mean, shit happens. So how do you deal with it? How do you fix it?
You make $1 billion movie.
Well, yeah.
You find a possum and that's your friend?
But that only lasts a
Or
couple
you play
years.
Xbox and you just
I know.
ignore the world. I mean, what do you do? Or do you just fight through that shit?
You keep
Kate,
going.
I guarantee you, if I ask Kate right now, since she was once removed, you might not know this, Chuck. If I ask her, has she gone through some hardships in her life? She would say,
Yes.
okay.
She wrote a song about it. Like to hear it? Here it go.
Yeah. And I'm not just talking about a breakup. I'm sure she's been through a lot more shit than that, too.
Oh.
That's the world.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that's the world.
Yeah.
We all have it. Nothing is guaranteed. Sam taught me that. Nothing is guaranteed.
I know this is a no-no of a question, but how old are you? Just the range. Like, are you in your 20s?
She can say how old she
Your
is.
That doesn't offend me.
Oh, okay. Then how old are you?
I'm 25.
Okay.
Okay.
She's the perfect range. We can still get her for a teenager in a movie.
So my guess would have been 23, so I was close. Really close.
I was going to say 26. You look more 26. I go a little higher. I know it's nice to say it, younger. Just messing with you. I had no idea.
Actually, it's fun. I mean, and that's the beautiful thing of doing the right makeup and doing everything else, because in the Breakup Bar, you look older than you are. And in the Two-Face, you look younger than you are.
Yeah, she did sell that one.
I mean, granted, that was like last year, but whatever.
I can't give my opinion on that.
Sam, yeah, I'll show it to you when we're done. If you
you're
can watch it
going
right
to,
now,
I
it's
really
good. It's
wanna-
like 2
I
minutes,
really
but it's
wanna
fucking
see it.
hilarious. Dude, that is the funniest thing. You're going to remind you of like everything we talk about with the girls and how they talk shit.
yeah.
Like they talk shit behind people's back. It's the best. It's the best.
Right.
How did who did the bubblegum effect, by the way?
His name is Dan Smiley.
Okay.
And he's awesome.
Dan's the shit. That's a great effect. I got to
Yes.
say, that was really, really good. Who blew the bubble?
Yeah. I did.
Good job.
I did. And is the guy who directed it was Garrett Tripp, and he had the idea of the
Yes.
close up on the popping.
Yeah,
And that
it's-
was the title shot.
It's really cool. It's really, really funny. And we had the concept for Chuck Say Goodbye to do some of the text messaging things you guys were doing.
Yes.
And I'm
yes.
hoping to implement that in the film, different things I saw and things I've been like researching a little bit to do for that, to make it more engaging for the audience to follow. I thought you guys did a great job on that. That was fun.
Yeah.
Yep.
Matt, now, the important question is, what was your gum of choice to blow the best bubble?
Oh my God.
So I had to make sure. I was like, I need something really bubbly, something, very poppable. And
Bubblicious, bro? Did you use some
I think
Bubblicious?
it was that, like, you get it from, like, the gas station.
Bubble
like,
Yum.
Is that what it is?
Bubble Yum?
The bubble tape.
I think so.
She
Oh,
got the
oh,
bubble
the
gum
tape?
tape.
Oh, yeah, the one Eva gets?
Pink case.
Yes,
And
that's
yeah,
tape. The bubble tape.
Yep. And you pop it open and it looks like a tire and you start pulling out a...
Yes.
Okay, got it.
3 feet of bubble gum.
Is that what it is? 3 feet of bubble gum?
How much of that did you have to actually shove in your mouth to get the big size bubble?
So much. So
Yeah.
Genuinely, my jaw hurt because we had to do so many takes. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like, blowing a bubble is so much harder when you're thinking about it.
I know. And think about me, because when I have to go to the bathroom, I pop my zipper the same way and I have to pull it out like that. It takes forever to. It's like, it's crazy. It's like...
It's this running bit. It's always going back to you with your pants down.
The funny thing is, he tries to run with them down too, and the great part is watching them fall on his face.
I'm surprised that you've been where you're watching him run around with his pants down.
We've known each other for 28 years. 28 years?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
been
yeah.
a-
They.
Carry the two.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
They've
Yeah.
done all kinds of weird things.
I have never done anything weird with Chuck.
Yeah, you have. You went into his bedroom in your underwear.
Oh yeah, when I made that movie and I was
Yeah.
humping his bed
Right.
in my underwear.
Don't
It was
forget,
funny.
there was
standing on
the
his
episode. I'm sorry, I'm going to bring up some old shit, and it's funny.
Oh what?
It's not really funny,
And
but-
forgive me, but there was the incident when we snuck into the closet when the strippers were at the bachelor party messing with some of the guys, and we were hiding in the closet.
What is it with your memory? I don't remember. What was that?
You were working
I've
at
never heard about
you were
this one.
looking. It's a long time ago. You were working at the waste management.
Okay.
And some of the dudes, some guy said, "My birthday's coming up. I'm the bachelor." They ordered strippers,
Was that
and you and I ended up hiding in the closet to see what the strippers were doing in the private room. We should not have been hiding in that closet.
I don't remember.
And
though.
I got caught.
I kind of.
And and they saw me sitting in the closet. So somebody came over and grabbed me to pull me out of the closet. And I grabbed your ass and brought you with me. And you were so pissed because I could have stayed in there and saw a free show.
I don't remember this. Where were we?
Somebody's house. I don't want to name drop it.
Was
Might
it
have been
in-
somebody's dad?
I don't remember.
Somebody's dad.
I don't remember
It
this.
was back when you were in the garbage state.
Was it one of the garbage guys that I was working with? I swear to God, it must have been what's his name?
Did it start with a?
No. No.
Well, he said somebody's dad. That's somebody's dad.
No, it wasn't that. No, not that person. Anyway, sorry, Kate.
Well, anyway, whatever.
Sorry, we got sidetracked.
So
If
anyway,
they're
like I said,
listening to it right now, they're sweating.
there's
Please no. Please no.
Don't say it.
Oh yeah, Brian, Becky. Now that you're actually listening to a show, please listen to other ones. They're just as bad or good, depending on your profile of what you think is good or bad.
But her boyfriend looks like Ryan Gosling, so that's badass.
Did you say our boyfriend?
Her boyfriend looks like Ryan
I thought
Gosling.
he was
he
like
said
our
our.
boyfriend, which
No.
is totally something he
No,
would say.
Kate's.
And I'm like,
Kate's.
Kate, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like he'll try to steal
No,
your
he
boyfriend.
had the fucking jean jacket on. He looked just like Ryan Gosling in Drive. I mean, he was a badass. You know when Ryan Gosling's walking to the grocery store and he meets the other chick in Drive?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's the look
He has a
had.
fair amount of man crushes.
Yeah, Ryan
Needless
Gosling's
to
one of my
say.
man crushes, and Matthew McConaughey's the other.
Respectable. Ryan Gosling's I always say that'd be my get out of jail free card.
Yeah, that's your card. Yeah, you could use that and no one could say shit. I'm with you
Right.
on that. Like, you could go home and be like, yeah, I did it. And they'd be like, who was it with? And you're like, Ryan Gosling. And they're like, all right, fine. It's fine. What do you
Well,
want?
yeah, it would be.
Let me go.
for-
Let me make you something to eat, honey.
You can tell me all about it.
Yeah, he's a badass. I get it.
Wait, but you say you got a bromance going with Matthew McConaughey, but I got to ask you which one? Because I mean, if you go back to bald-headed,
All of them.
Dazed and Confused.
He doesn't have a bad look. He's just a cool.
So
He's a cool motherfucker.
You're okay with the super skinny?
Well, in the Sick movie,
He
it's
hasn't
fine.
put much weight on since.
Well, no, because you know why? Have you listened to what the problems he's had since then? Losing all that weight, he hasn't been able to put it back on. It's made him sick.
Yeah.
He's been battling, trying
Yep.
to figure it out. So that's some scary shit. He wasn't lucky like Christian Bale.
No.
He got lucky. Matthew didn't.
Yeah.
However-
Christian Bale and Hardy, and same thing with even Joaquin Phoenix. He dropped so much weight to play Joker.
Oh yeah,
And He put 40 pounds back on in 2 months.
Yeah, it's brutal. That's some scary shit.
That's
I would
bad.
not
That's
do
not
that.
good for your body at all.
It's not.
In the meantime, if anybody has any ideas on how I can drop 20 more pounds before we start filming Say Goodbye, that'd be great to know.
Well, don't get sick anymore.
Why don't you ask those guys?
Yeah,
I don't have money for personal trainers
you're
or
not gonna have
dietitians.
to do that. So, Kate, what are you working on, honey? What plans you got, and what are you trying to accomplish during this pandemic? What's your goals?
I have one sketch I want to do that I'm working on writing. I love my mom so much. Shout out to Becky. And my dad. Can't leave my dad out. But
What's his name?
My mom and I have. I'm sorry.
What's your dad's name again? Brian?
Oh,
Is
Brian.
it Brian? Okay.
Yeah, Brian and Becky. They're a great pair. But because I'm so close with my mom, like I just love shows and movies about the mother-daughter relationship. And I think there are so many dynamics there. So I want to do a comedic sketch about that. And then I am just finishing up another song, and I'm
That's
very,
What
very
can you
excited
tell
about
us anything about it?
Yeah, what's
Or
the
is it still
process?
secret?
Yeah, what's your process of writing a song? How does it work? Because I have no idea, and I love music. I don't get it.
Yeah, I generally write like whenever I'm inspired. It's just like a feeling. There's no other
Yeah.
way I can describe it.
I
except
get
you
it.
just-
Totally.
You
get
do?
it. Oh
With
yeah.
poetry?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Like you can feel like
I
the
have to
word-
feel it. Yeah. Like I'll write like 10 of them in one day, and then I won't be able to write for like 10 days or whatever. But yeah,
Yeah.
I have to
and you
feel
can't
it.
force it.
No. So keep
Yeah.
going. So
Yeah, what's your process?
Well, it had come to the producer that I had done Meet Me in Los Angeles with. He was like, "Let's do another one," and I'm like, "Absolutely." And so he's like, "Let's do an angsty one." He's like, "I want to do an angsty." And I was like, "Perfect! I have just so much bitterness stored up inside that I have to like, put somewhere." So there's a healthy outlet for that. And so wrote it, and about a very, very dark time that I went through in college. And I guess I can. I had this idea of there's this guy who's kind of like this cowboy Casanova, and he puts on this persona, and everybody thinks that he's this really great, incredible person, and he's really just a wolf in sheepskin.
Yeah, piece of shit. I got it. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And so like I had this idea of like this guy, this wolf in sheepskin, like roping all of these women, and they just feel so sorry for him. And like he's really just like this sinking ship. Like he is just wasting away. But then he drags these women with him, and some of them get stuck like out at sea trying to save him and coddle him. And then I was the one that had escaped to live the tale. So it's this, it has a little bit of a folk twang to it.
It's got like a full-on movie to it.
No, that's fucking
like
badass.
that's
though.
cool. That's really cool. You're definitely telling a story there.
Yeah, I think because I love movies so much, I think that comes out a lot in my song, just the storytelling.
So when you write songs, are you making the video as you're writing the song? Since you're intertwining with your acting abilities and your songwriting abilities, are you ever actually thinking of the video as the song is coming along?
I guess I've never really thought about it, but I think I do that in my head. Yeah, I picture it. I've never even really been able to pinpoint that, but yeah. Sure. My friend says I have champagne taste on a juice box budget.
Don't we all?
That's right.
Right. So it's not so fun than when you finish it and you realize, like, I will probably never be able to make this how it is in my head.
Right.
Yeah, that's Aaron's famous words.
What's that?
I was going to say famous last words, but that wouldn't
Famous
have made any
last
sense.
words, Jesus.
No, no,
Nice
I
knowing
don't
you,
know
buddy.
why.
I guess you're not making it
It's
home.
just a phrase that almost just came out. You know how some things just...
Famous last words is actually a phrase, and she was trying to say something.
Anyway,
but you
so,
say that all the time yourself.
You say that a lot.
Yeah.
He writes scripts that we can't make yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, because you visualize things that you know you can't go out and do.
Right.
Per se, without, you know, I need more money or I need this and that. And I can't make them happen to look the way I want it to do. But yeah, I don't think we can ever match what we see in our head. I don't think that's possible. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of artists out there, writers, directors, big time ones, like I can tell you probably Steven Spielberg's written those things from Indiana Jones, and he got it as close as he could, but he probably still is probably even more than that. You know what I mean?
So
yeah. So, and you know, you do your best to get that out there.
That's why I just write poetry, because notebooks are 59 cents. I can fill those up in like a day.
Well, my luxury, unfortunately, I got into movies and shit, but I love it. I love it. I do. Yeah. I think it's fun. I love the challenge of it. I think it's badass. Even if we can't match our vision, whatever comes out of it, I'm like, well, shit, that's a different movie than I saw, but that's still pretty cool. That's exactly what happens.
And it's fun to see what you can do with nothing.
Right.
It is.
Yeah, but let's see what we can do with something.
Well, right.
That'd be fun
let's
too.
Get something and then we'll see.
Well, you wrote and produced the breakup one, right? Your breakup bar. Okay. So when you were writing that, you saw these characters in the breakup bar. Did you not when you were writing?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you finished the film, when you had another director helping you with that, correct?
Yes.
Okay. When it was done, how'd you feel? How does it match your vision?
It was the first one I'd ever done, so I think I was just so kind of high off of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it probably. I loved it. I was very happy with it. Overall, very happy with it.
Okay, so when you wrote it though, did it resemble what you saw on film? And if it did, how much of it? I'm assuming it was probably maybe 50% of what you saw in your head. Did you see other angles? Did you see different things? Did you see more when you're writing it? That's the part about it, writing, that I think is fun when you're trying to make a movie, because it's always fucking different when you see it on film.
Sure. I think the hard part is I was in it, so I have this view. You know, when like you write something and you act in it, it's just you're always just going to sit there and nitpick what you're doing on screen.
I didn't. I thought I was a badass in the already.
We nitpicked him.
Dude, I'm no joking.
Give me that superpower, please.
I don't know why I got it.
Don't bring that up. You know, the
wish I
fucker can fly.
Dude, I think everybody needs a little piece of that. You guys would be so much happier people. I swear to God. You got to fucking just go. Just fly.
No.
Just fly, bird. You got to fly. No?
No.
You don't want to fly?
I never want to be as full of myself.
It's not about being full of yourself. It's just about flying. Fly.
He might be a little more outlandish with the way he describes things, but there's nothing wrong with having a little bit of Aaron inside of everybody.
It feels good. Trust
And
me.
for $5.99, you can have a piece of Aaron too.
It feels good.
I will put that times 10.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about like Chuck this week because you lost your job. Yeah, and you've been going through some challenging things. And in my brain, I'm thinking, okay, this is the moment where we can do something now. We can fucking make something happen. We can change things. It's a different path. It's a different fucking path. Now we can sit around and say, oh my God, you ain't gonna make it. Or you can just go, well, this is great. I'm not locked into this anymore. And now I can do what I really feel like I need to do. And whatever that is that will happen will be fine. It's always fine.
Well, here's a simple concept.
Because you're not a piece of shit, is what I'm saying.
Well,
you've got talent. You're a talented, smart man. You'll be fine.
I am not a piece of shit.
You're not.
That's good to know.
You're not.
But like Friday, I was mad.
Yes.
Saturday, I was sad.
Correct.
So you went through the whole grief.
Sunday morning, I woke up and I was like, I don't have to answer my fucking phone.
Right? You don't.
I'm like,
you could breathe. Could you not breathe? Yep.
And so then I'm looking at everything and I'm going through things and I'm going through all the emotions and I'm going through some thoughts and some planning and I'm like, we're fine.
Yes. It always will be.
My world hasn't ended.
No.
It's fine. Things will be fine. Will I still continue to do multiple things to make things happen? Of course. It's what I've always done.
Right.
So I just need to find what those other multiples are going to be. But no matter what, it's going to be fine.
It will be.
Nothing is ended.
Nope.
I didn't die.
Nope.
I just am taking another path in my life.
Correct.
And you're not sick anymore.
And you're not sick
anymore, which is the biggest thing. Yay.
You know what I'm saying? It's weird. And Kate, I don't know what your opinion is on this stuff, but as a creative person, we've got this side of us that you have to do something. Like you said, it's driving you crazy earlier, not being able to do what you would like to do creatively, right? Because of the shit going on. But then you get this other part in the real world that a lot of people live that aren't creative, right? They don't have this ability to look outside of that box. Well, I'm that guy. I'm going to go work my 40, 50 hours. I'm going to get that OT and I'm going to make my great money and I'm going to get my pension and I'm going to, they're locked in a fucking box.
He's talking about my brother, by the way.
No, not just him, just people in general. There's a lot of guys out there that do that. And more power to them though for doing that, but they don't have that, that's not enough for me feeling. Do you know what I'm saying? As a creative person, you feel that. And that throws us off. And sometimes we're doing okay. And then somewhere we're broke as fuck.
But what is enough for us creative people? Is anything ever going to be?
I don't know. But you keep striving for that. And that's the thing. There's a drive there in a different direction than people just being satisfied with, getting their paycheck and making their pension and retiring.
What's wrong with being satisfied with that?
I didn't say
it depends
it was.
on the person.
It depends on the person. That's my point. That's my point.
Creative people aren't those people.
No, we're not.
And I'm a creative person, and I'm a person who's going to chase money just because of the fact that I realize how the world works. But at the same time, I'm not going to chase so much money anymore. I worked for 25 years of my life working 2 to 3 jobs.
Right.
Just to make sure that my family was always provided for and doing everything else. I'm at a stage in my life now where I'm going to do whatever I need to do to make enough money to make sure that everything is covered and everything's taken care of. But at the same time, I'm not going to work a job that's going to eliminate me having a loving relationship with my wife, a good time with my family, a time to be creative, and a time to fucking do something different.
Correct.
That not everybody else wants to try and do.
Right. Because why not?
I got some idea.
That's living.
I got some plan.
To me, that's living. Right? It's living. That's why I smile all the time. That's why I wake up in a good mood. I'm not stuck in a fucking box in my head. I don't want to be there. It's a mousetrap. I can't get out of it. And I've been there for a while with certain jobs that I've had. It drives me crazy. I don't know. Anyway.
What do you think, Kate?
I don't know. Yeah, Kate, what's your opinion on that one, bruh?
I was just going to say, I think some people like that because that's what they're comfortable with. So there's like a comfort level and that's what which is totally okay. But yeah. We're just wired differently, which is really frustrating. Sometimes I wish I was wired the other way.
It would make it easier, wouldn't it?
Yeah, Jenna Fisher has a book that I live by. It's like the actor's survival guide. Mm-hmm. And there's if you can do anything else right now, I'm telling you, go do it. Do not be an actor.
Right.
And I was like, oh, dang it.
Right.
And I sat there and I really thought about it, and I was like, no, there's. So you just kind of have to accept this journey you're on.
Right.
But also I was going to say, Chuck, that you're also in a really exciting time because you can literally do anything now. And who knows when you'll have that next opportunity. So just because this is a setback now doesn't mean that it can't be your biggest comeback.
Amen, sister.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, well said. Very well said.
Thank you, Kate.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Jesus, it always takes somebody else to say it better than me. It's fine, though. It's fine.
It just goes to show everybody says things better than you.
He just doesn't like it when other people get credit he doesn't get.
No, they can get the credit. It's fine. It's fine. that's
Since
the thing.
when?
I'm man enough to take it, Kate.
Kate,
You know what I mean?
please.
I can take
since
it.
you're new to the show, Kate, let me explain to you that in Aaron and Sam's relationship, Aaron has told Sam many things in her life, not only along with her beauty, the way she lives, how wonderful she is, and all these things, and she doesn't hear what he says because it comes out of his mouth. However,
Yeah.
when somebody else
And
says
his
it, it's
mouth's
like,
so
oh my
full of
gosh,
shit.
that's so nice.
Yeah. Yeah. But she
Well,
knows I
other
love
people,
her.
I
to
don't know
death.
how
Welcome
full of
to
shit
having a
they are, but
relationship.
I know how full of shit he is. So
But I love her so much. I love her so much. You guys have no idea. I love this woman so
Just
much.
don't show her on the table.
No, I'm not going to do that, Chuck.
what?
I just love her. I think she's fucking badass. She makes me laugh and she doesn't fuck around. She doesn't take no shit. It's cool. She's cool. I wish she thought of herself that way, but that's how I see her. So, you know what I mean?
I think I'm cool.
Yeah.
You are cool.
I do think I'm cool.
You're more than cool.
My kids think I'm cool.
More people than that think you're cool. Jesus.
Actually, my kids think I'm cool maybe half the time,
Oh,
but still.
All right.
And I think my kids are cool as long as they're doing what they're supposed to do.
What was that thing we were talking about the other day? How being a nobody and how
Yes.
everybody is a nobody to somebody.
Correct. Yeah.
It's true.
It is true. Yeah. It is. It absolutely is.
Because so I guess we're all nobodies. Everybody's a nobody, really, if you think about it. Because
Kind of. And we're also
everybody's a
somebody too.
And
yeah,
to
exactly.
some
That's what I mean. That's
and to
the
some
whole
people,
point.
we're the entire world.
That's
exactly.
right.
That's what I'm saying.
That's right.
But going off of that, that's kind of funny because that goes with what Aaron and I were talking about last week too. Is the fact that when we made the Outrider, I don't need to keep name dropping our only product that we have out right now.
Oh, you mean
since
the
we're doing
Outrider? That movie we made, the Outrider?
Yeah, that movie, The Outrider.
The Outrider that's
Well,
on
we made
Amazon
the
Prime?
Yeah. And OP Prime still?
OP Prime TV?
Okay,
Yeah.
OP Prime TV.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, so yeah. But no, when we were making that, we were doing such a big thing to try and keep parts of the movie quiet and secret. And nobody knows who the hell we are,
Right.
who we are making this movie. So why are we keeping everything secret? Because we thought we were more important than we really were.
And
Well,
we
Aaron
thought we were
thinks
trying to
he's way
save
more
the surprise for the ending. But it's just because we don't know. And you don't know until you go through that part of the experience. You
Correct.
think you don't realize how small of a person you are.
You really
on
are
this
in
planet.
an industry that's so saturated with so many talented people.
Right.
Yeah.
But that was kind of, but that's the point. Everyone is kind of, I mean, there's so many people that are, thousands and millions of people know that I have no idea who they are.
Yeah. Yeah. And they're
So-
badasses doing their own
So
thing.
to somebody, yeah.
To
They're
somebody, you're nobody.
Yeah.
And
Well,
to-
everyone is a nobody to somebody.
But if I think though there's a part of each of us that we have to just grasp onto. You got to believe in that part of you as a creative person. You really do. You have to believe in it, and you have to be
Sure
the one
helps.
when no one's giving you any credit to give yourself some credit and know you're a badass to keep pushing forward. That's what I think. You really have, and I don't care how conceited that sounds, because it really isn't, but you have to. You have to have that.
I don't know if it's about being conceited or being realistic. I'm a realist. I am like, this is real, this is not real, and a lot of...
But you're a creative person too.
I am, but I am also real about it.
Yeah, but what part are you real about? Because being creative doesn't necessarily mean you have to be stuck.
Oh, I'm real
in
about
a real
the part-
world.
I'm real about the part that it's the odds of me making it doing just the creative things that I do is kind of slim.
That's
Slim
an analytical
kinda
way to look
none.
at it.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's something Chuck
that's
would
the
say.
truth. So that's why I do other things.
No, that's analytical. Yeah, but it's also it sounds pessimistic to me. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
that's true. If things get too analytical or too dialed in or too lined up,
Yeah,
you lean towards being more pessimistic.
yeah, and it sounds like you don't believe in yourself enough. So why would it work?
Well, I believe in myself. I just don't. I mean, I just don't think that one aspect of who I am is going to make me be able to take care of my children.
But does that stop you from trying everything you can do to get there?
Probably.
Yeah, that's the trick.
But
That's the trick.
okay.
What's funny, with everything that is happening, for me, really quick, I'm going to talk about me for a second. And I'm going to talk
geez.
about Kate again because she's our wonderful guest and she's family, and I don't want to get yelled at by her mom because, trust me, nobody wants to get yelled at by Becky. We love you, Becky. Even though we've barely met. But still, Ginger. I was talking to Ginger the other day. We're meeting next week to go over some backstory stuff because she was like, how Ginger likes to prepare for a role. And now that we're getting things dialed back up for Say Goodbye, I told her I'd give her the backstory that I came up with when I was writing the character.
Okay.
And so we're going to go to coffee. And she was like, this came perfectly at the right time for you, Chuck, because this is something that you're perfect at as far as being a producer. Because she came to me and she was like, you're sick. You're barely moving. You're barely doing anything. And you sent me a link to a voiceover audition that you saw posted. You're thinking of other people because that's who you are and that's what you do. So that's what you need to focus on when you're trying to figure out what your next steps in your life are going to be.
Right.
And that was awesome.
That's it.
And I was like, oh man, thanks.
Yeah.
I didn't really think of it that way. Thank you so much for snapping me out of a funk for a minute there. So I was like, yeah.
Yes. And it doesn't take much. I mean, that's how easy this is. I mean, it's stressful. Yes, we all know life is out there. There's responsibilities we all have, but I mean, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do?
You're supposed to write a damn song.
You're supposed to have some fun and do what you're supposed to do and live. You got to live. You know what I'm saying, Kate?
Yeah. I always think, if I died tomorrow, it's really dark, but if I did, like, would I be content with where I'm at right now?
Right.
Ooh, I think about that sometimes too.
You do?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
always try to live like based on that, like, because you never know.
You know what I thought? No, as we all said, I'm not going to go into details because everybody's sick of hearing about it. But when I was sick, I did think of the fact that this is something that could be fatal if I did not get better. And you know what the one thought that went through my head? And Aaron, you're going to think this is pessimistic because it was very analytical. If I died, this campaign is going to kick ass to get ready to make this movie.
You told us that. That's what he thought. I was just like, oh, for fuck's sakes.
Oh my goodness.
But I lived, so we got to figure out what we can do to still get a good campaign.
All right. Yeah. No, it's true.
I'm happy you're alive.
Yeah, we all are.
No, but I think it's natural to think that way. And for me personally, it inspires me to try to make sure that I'm happy every day.
Yeah.
She works hard at it, even on days when she doesn't have to be, or doesn't want to be.
I do.
She does. And she's very considerate of everybody around her in that regard. Like, if she knows she wakes up in a shitty mood, you're not going to see Sam around everybody. And you're like, where's Mom? Where's Sam? Where's she at? Where's she at? And if she's by herself somewhere, you leave her the fuck alone. And it's not because she's mean to you, but you just know that she's trying not to be mean to you for no reason.
That's true.
You know
Working through some stuff.
Yeah. Working through some stuff right now.
I can work through some stuff, or I can take a fork and work my way through you. What do you want to do right now?
Right.
Well, that's one thing I don't like about people is that they have a tendency to, when they're angry, when they're in a bad mood, and when they're feeling bad about themselves, they take it out on other people. And that is probably the worst quality in people, I believe, because you bring a lot of people down with that. And I just am so against it. So I will remove myself when I'm feeling that way, so that I don't want to hurt people's feelings, and I don't want to make anybody else's day bad. Look, my day's bad and it's shitty. I don't want anyone else to feel that way.
You know what's weird though about that, Kate? And I don't know because you're young still, but you've been back and forth with your guy. But it's weird because even though I know she's doing that, I still feel like shit that I know that she's having a bad day, and I want to go fix it. I want to go help her. And I want to talk to her. I want to say the right thing, like in that shot in the movie when you're like, you complete me. And then she's like, oh my God, you had me at hello. And everything's fine. Shit doesn't happen in real life that way, bro. It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And it makes me mad that life isn't like a movie. So fuck real life.
Because in your movie, you would be actually going upset, I brought you some cherry vodka.
No, I'd be a badass. I'd walk in. I'd be like Richard Gere.
That actually would make me happy, but he's never really done that.
No, I'd be like Richard Gere in Officer and Gentleman and walk in with the music. Okay,
no, you wouldn't. But...
And I'd pick her up and walk her out and everybody's clapping and shit because I'm that guy. No?
No, because in our real lives, you'd be the guy who'd go in and scoop her up in the garage and spin her around to carry out the door and smack her head into something that would knock her out.
That is true.
See how they're not dreamers. They're not. That's why I'm so important to them, this team.
I'm a dreamer. I dream every night.
My dreams are just a little darker than others.
Do we have a game to play?
Oh, sure.
You want to play a game with us before it gets too late?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, she's on the West Coast. She's not like going to bed.
But I didn't know. I thought she was like Florida or something.
Well, some people got to eat dinner and stuff sometimes.
Yes, we're on the West Coast.
Yeah, we're on the West Coast.
It's 1 day drive to get you here to do something for us.
Okay.
Hey, I've always wanted to take the coast up.
See? So. Yeah, Chuck drove down there. Chuck drove down there a year or two ago. Didn't he come see you? Where were you at,
She
Brad?
wasn't there then.
I don't think we knew each other at that time.
Well, since all
Oh, yeah,
three
is
of
that
us
when
are
you were
about
once-
to have no job, we should all
She
just
was-
go on a road trip.
She was still removed.
Yeah, she was
We
still
hadn't
removed.
gotten to the ones
Yeah,
yet.
that's fine. Yeah, she was still once removed. That's fine.
Actually, okay, fine. Here's funny though.
What? Here's funny?
Here's funny. Before we jump into this,
Here's funny, though.
I'm so
Nice to
shut
meet
up.
you, funny.
Fuck up. Everybody, fuck off, except for you, Kate. When
Wow,
I was
what did
when
I
was
do?
going to,
I just got
What-
thrown into that.
well, you know, sometimes when you're driving the bus, it doesn't matter what you're driving over. It could be a turtle, could be a baby. No, when I went down to California and I was working on Say Goodbye, I was actually talking to Mary Jane.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Like the weed or
that's
the person?
another cousin.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say Peter Parker's girlfriend.
And she is the one who said Kate is just now moving to, or Kate has just moved to California. She's an actress. Maybe you should see if she'd like to be a part of it. And then she didn't realize we were family. So when this Charles Lawson guy popped up on her feed talking to her about shit, she was like, "What the heck? Who?"
Okay. So you guys didn't even know you were related.
No, I knew we were related. I just didn't want, she's 20
Once removed.
something and I'm me. So, I didn't want to be overly
It's
bearing.
creepy.
Overbearing.
Yeah, I know you. Yeah.
And he's creepy, too. I'm so sorry, Kate. It's okay. He's
No,
sick, though.
it's also it's LA and it's the industry, so it's not that weird. That's pretty common.
See, I don't even know that. What's it like down there in LA, by the way? Is it wild like that? Normally, I mean, without COVID and
Yeah.
stuff.
Hey, got your number from so and so. They told me to reach out. Or hey, do you want to do this? And you just like say yes and just
Wow.
some things. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's totally different up here. it's
Really?
there's no industry up here like that. Nope. Not around here.
No.
We got to reach out and find people. Or do it ourselves. That's why we do it ourselves, because we don't want to reach out to
Here's
people.
what you get a lot of up here. But what have you really done? Because some people around here should not be doing what we're doing. But still.
Yeah.
But that's what we're doing with this whole thing for. I mean, we're reaching out to people, we're meeting people, we're making connections, good connections with the people we want to do, and we're learning about other people who we don't want to have relationships with. So,
Yeah.
conversations are free. It doesn't cost us anything. It doesn't hurt.
Yep.
And especially since they're not coming to my house. I mean, our studio.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway,
I think you guys just have a smaller pool. Obviously, LA is the
that's where everybody goes.
for film. Yeah. Or music or yeah.
Yeah. I wish I
huge.
was. And you got an observatory, which is badass.
I know, right? I've
Right?
never
It is
been
cool.
back to that observatory.
It's cool as fuck, I know. It is. All right, let's play a game, Sam. What do you got?
Okay.
Now, she
So-
hasn't listened to. She only listened to the first show, so she's never. I don't think she's heard.
you-
of,
oh, you
I
don't
think
know
she's heard
about
the
it.
She
game
doesn't
show.
know about our game.
I'm like, great. Now I haven't heard.
Yeah, you're so
Oh,
you're so
you are
fucked.
in for it.
She's so fucked. I love it.
This is Urban Dictionary game. You're young. You should do well at this.
Urban Dictionary game.
The Urban Dictionary Game.
Okay.
She's
Yo, mama, you want to play the dictionary game?
I'm
Good.
I'm
Now she feels like Sam did when we first started talking, and she said she was a Christian, and now she's sweating.
No.
sweating. I'm sweating now.
Sucks.
That's why she's wearing the black sleeved shirt.
All right, here we go. Here we go. All right.
Okay.
So, how do you play the game, Sam, just for our listeners?
Okay, so I give you a term or word from the Urban Dictionary, and you tell me what you think that it means.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Try to guess, or you just get it because you already know. Whatever the case may be, but you always get to go first.
Yeah.
Guess
Yeah.
go first.
Guess go first.
Okay, and it's typically sexual. No, is that what
No,
we're
actually, it's not.
You know, honestly,
a lot of the answers
yeah.
are, but they seem to not be.
I always go to the sex thing. I think it's perfect.
A lot of it is, a lot of it's not.
Yeah,
It just
so
depends.
if
Okay.
It is weird.
You could do.
That's
you,
good to know before I start.
You'll
got
be fine.
this.
Yeah, you'll be fine. All right, Sam. What do we got? What's the first word, Brad?
Okay, so the first one is boonga. Boonga. Boonga.
Okay, I got one. I think I got one.
one.
Yeah, I know, Kate. It's all right.
You get to go first, Kate. So
Yep,
Yep.
you're first.
It sounds like an instrument to me.
A boonga.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
how do you
I
play?
like
it?
that's
that.
not a bad answer.
Wait, if you're going to say it's an instrument, I want to know how you think it's played.
How do you play boonga?
It would be some kind of like drum.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I'm beating my bagoonga.
Like a congo.
Yeah.
You're going to bang your
That's not
bang
a bad
your
answer.
Bang your
That's not a
boonga.
bad answer.
Yeah, that's a good answer, Kate. Good job. All right.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Does everybody go now?
Yeah, it's my turn now.
Yeah,
there
it's
you
Aaron's
go.
turn.
Yeah, I'd say a boonga, boonga, boonga. Ooh, I shit my pants. That's boonga. No, okay, never mind. Sorry, no, you hate that.
Oh my god,
you
I'm
picked boonga, bro. You picked boonga. No, this is what boonga is. It's when a guy finally scores with the chick that he's been trying to have sex with. And he hits her finally, and he goes, boonga. And he's telling his homies. That's what that is. Boonga. I got her.
Oh.
Yeah, that's good. That's a white guy term. Boonga. That's what white college guys say. Boonga. I swear to God. That's got to be it, right? No? All right. Let's Chuck. All right, let's see what
Straight
you got.
from the doucheberg.
As animated as you were about explaining how that went, no, a boonga is simply, you are overreading it. Boonga, boo. So think of boo, that's ghost. So a boonga is a description of a man who goes into the bedroom to get ready to have sex, and when the woman goes in the bathroom, she actually bolts. So he's left there all by himself, and he's been ghosted before sex. He's a boonga.
Oh my goodness.
That's pretty creative.
Jesus. I couldn't even. Okay.
Kate, if you're going to say it, you got to sell it.
So what are those things called? Are they acronyms or whatever when the word
Oh, shit,
or each?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's one of those.
Oh, no. What is it?
Bitches on our nuts getting action.
You were all wrong.
Bitches on our nuts getting action. So basically, when a bitch is on your nuts,
Yeah.
she's a boonga.
She's a boonga.
If she's getting action, I guess.
Is
but-
she getting
You should
action,
not
or
give
is she
Sam.
giving-
You should not give me these words. You know this, bro. She should not, Kate.
probably
I'm telling
shouldn't,
you.
but-
Yep. You wait till the next time.
Okay, so let's
You
do
know,
another
3
one.
years from
Ready
Friday
for
when it
ano-
happens again, I'm going to be like boonga.
So I don't know. These might kind of all be sexual, which would be like proving your point of what you think.
right,
No,
what do
they're
you-
not
Just
all.
go.
All right,
Okay,
let's go.
so anyway, bacon cakes. What's bacon cakes?
Bacon cake.
What are you doing if you're baking cakes? You got anything, Kate?
I always have to
You
answer.
always go
have
first.
to go first. You are the,
Oh,
our
you're the guest,
You
Kate.
go
I'm
first.
so sorry.
We are polite.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
manners.
You're first.
And it's more fun that way.
And you're closer to the equator.
Okay, well now that I know that it's typically sexual, bacon cakes. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Experience.
Uh-huh.
I guess I would say you're cooking while you're having sex.
Oh, shit.
That'd be
You're
hard
cooking
to
while
do.
you're baking.
Dude,
That'd be
yeah.
really hard to
yeah. Yeah, you can do. No, you can do that.
Bacon cakes, that's right.
No, I have no problem with that. I can show you, Sam. We can do that.
I was going to say prove it, but I didn't. 'cause
No, I will prove that. I can cook my
Okay.
ass off, and then the other part, I'll do my best.
What do you think? Bacon cakes. What are we? Bacon cakes. What are we doing?
Bacon cakes. When you're squeezing a girl's breasts and you're kneading the bread, you know, when you're, getting it ready. Bacon cakes.
Okay, Chuck.
How about that?
You're not prepping the meal, you're baking the cakes, which means that
Well, you gotta get
no,
the.
it means
Oh, shit.
You got
talking
you have
to
a
me.
whole line of
Stop
ladies
talking to
lined
me.
up,
Okay.
and you're hitting them one at a time. You're baking cakes from behind. You're baking the cakes.
Wow.
Oh, okay. All right.
I would never think of that.
So if we're baking cakes, we're making babies.
I was gonna say that. God damn it! I should have got that one right.
Especially since he makes so many babies.
Dude,
I know.
like I said, I jerk
He
off.
bakes
There's
a
a
lot
kid
of
there in the
cakes.
morning. Dude. All right, you got one more, Sam?
That was a simple sexual one. I feel like an idiot.
No, I know. I should have had that one.
Oh yeah, you guys suck. I'm
Damn
so
it.
disappointed in
I'm
you.
trying to
Not
be creative.
you, Kate. They suck.
No, Kate's sweating bullets right now. You're doing great, Kate. You're doing good.
Like
Her, sh-
one of
her,
nightmares about this.
her
game.
shirt's changing colors. We can see it darkening from the sweat blisters.
She's kicking ass.
That's my water. I spilled my water.
Sure, it was.
All right, Sam, what do you got?
Okay, so I'm trying to pick between these two. Okay, so
We'll do them both. Doesn't matter.
okay, quantum physics.
Quantum
Physics.
physics.
And Kate, you get to go first.
What is
And it's code. It's code. It's not actually quantum physics.
Well,
it's like Urban
it's-
Dictionary.
Urban
shit.
Dictionary
It's a weird
is
fucking
usually
game.
not no. So if in the Urban Dictionary a pig is not an actual like oink oink pig, it is actually something entirely different.
Like
and
a
that's
cop?
usually the case. Yeah, it's a cop.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's usually the case with everything in the Urban Dictionary. So yes, it is probably not what
Quantum.
it actually is.
Quantum physics. Well, that's something that's really complex, and you have to like it takes a long time to solve. So I would just say it's like a sex position.
Okay. That's not a bad answer.
Very-
Well, I did kind of say that they were all sexual.
Okay, right.
These last two aren't, though.
Also, I'm following. I'm also glad you told me though. Because,
I got it.
Am I not supposed to guess that? Am I supposed to?
No, you're good.
Oh, okay.
That's a great answer. Yeah. That's
Don't be
perfect.
self-conscious. You're good.
Yeah.
Just say your answer. Say it.
Okay, that's it.
That's
Yeah,
your
it's-
answer.
it's-
Yeah, that's
You're
not.
You're. She's looking to you for the answer. You know the
now
answer.
I kind of feel like I misled, though, with...
With the sexual thing?
Well, no, I
Well,
misled
no, because
with
I've got my
saying-
answer.
Okay, fine, go ahead.
I don't give a shit. I know what mine is.
But-
Quantum physics is when you have
Phoenix?
quantum physics.
That's not what I said, though.
You said physics.
Quantum physics.
Physics.
Quantum physics, we're correct, yeah. But whenever I do a quantum physics, it's usually in the morning when I have like a hard on, a boner, and I got to go pee. And you got to figure out the quantum physics
you're
to
up.
go pee.
Because
you got to
because it's so hard.
Yes, you got to
Okay,
figure it out.
yeah.
You got to bend it and get it under the rim so you can pee and all that stuff. Girls don't have to deal with that. That's some quantum physics shit.
Okay.
Yeah, you're looking so hard as a man, I'm sure.
It's really rough. It's hardcore.
It's very similar to that. Quantum physics, though, in the Urban Dictionary, is because people understand quantum physics because it's an English term. However, that's for the people who can't figure out what Kama Sutra is, which is the book of sex.
Correct.
So quantum physics is the way people saying Kama Sutra who don't know what the hell the name of the book is. They do quantum physics when it comes to sex.
So they just renamed the book.
Quantum physics.
Fair enough. That's Chuck's answer.
Okay, well, the real answer is...
Boner.
And this is why I say I kind
Boner
of feel
pee.
like I misled you guys, because I did say that...
A lot of them are sex.
Well, no, I also said a lot like they are not what they actually are, but that's actually kind of not really
What the hell's the answer?
accurate.
So you give us
It's not really accurate because sometimes it is what the thing is, but it's just in different words.
Okay, what's the answer for quantum physics?
Okay.
I'm more confused than the answers.
Yeah, what the fuck is this game?
The ultimate mind screw or mind fuck, actually, but the ultimate mind fuck. That really is.
That's the answer.
That's the answer?
Yeah.
The ultimate mindfuck is quantum physics.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even
He laid down some
understand.
quantum physics on that bitch.
But
I don't
and
understand
you know what?
this game anymore.
Okay, so Kate brought it to my attention that actually is what quantum physics is. It's just not in those exact terms. So,
All right. This game.
What?
I could see that being a term like, oh man, you just got quantum physics.
I love you. I love you so much.
All right. Uno
One more.
mas. Uno
Okay,
mas.
Ninny.
What?
Ninny.
Ninny?
A ninny?
A ninny. What's a ninny?
Like
A ninny. Mm-hmm. Okay.
like a whiny baby.
Great answer.
That is a great answer. Aaron?
It's the little piece that I have between my ball sack and my asshole. Touch my ninny. Look, tickle my ninny. I call it a ninny. I've been calling it a ninny for like 13 years. Where have you been? It's my ninny.
And you talk about me making you feel weird.
No, it's
or
my.
like, no.
You know that part, right, Kate? That part that we have.
I think there's a name for that.
I call it a ninny.
It's not a
I
ninny.
There's
don't
a-
think it's a mini though.
I
Is
don't
it?
think so
Isn't
either.
it called a tate? Is it called a tate?
Not a tate.
Or Nate?
A taint.
A taint. That's what it is.
Taint.
See, a taint. But I just didn't like that word, so I just called it a ninny. So I thought you were referring to that
There's-
part of my body.
Actually, there's a lot of names for it.
Yep.
Yep. Like a whole list. Like a whole bunch.
That's my answer.
There's a chapter of the Urban Dictionary just for the little space that goes between the ball sack and the rectum.
That's what I like, though.
Literally is, though.
And I'm
There
literally going to
actually
use
is.
it the way I want to use it. So ninny's a great word
Okay,
for that
well, whatever.
spot.
Chuck, what do you think?
Dude, I
ninny
love
is?
my ninny. I'm touching it right now.
Stop it.
Ninny is a female belly button that's been filled. It's no longer an innie, it's a ninny.
Great answer. That's a good answer. Okay.
It's a nincompoop.
It's a nincompoop?
Yes.
That's what a fucking real ninny is.
People still use the word nincompoop in the Urban Dictionary?
In the Urban Dictionary, yeah.
They use nincompoop? That's the coolest shit ever. That makes me love the game again. I love that word.
Nincompoop is
Yes,
a ninny.
I
A
love
ninny
that
is a
word.
nincompoop.
Dude, I'm going to name this episode Nincompoop. Yes.
Make sure you spell it right. Don't call it nincompoop with Kate Pennington.
But it's so cool. That's
You
such a
can't
great
actually
name.
call it that.
Okay, I won't.
What
But
is,
God,
what is that exactly?
a nincompoop?
A ninny, somebody who acts like an idiot.
Yeah, a moron. Like you're,
nincompoop.
dude, stop acting like a nincompoop and come on and join me to the show. I mean, that's
Ask your mom and dad; they'll know what it is.
it's an old term.
It's an old, old people say it.
Nincompoop.
Yeah, we can put that next to my name.
Okay, that would
Just make sure it's after.
It's so good. That's good. Urban Dictionary game.
The Urban
Man, it's getting
Dictionary
harder.
game.
Jesus Christ.
Just wait.
Oh no. I don't know.
You know what? I'm gonna give us all an out here. I think it's Sam's fault.
Why is it my fault? What's my fault?
I think you're over explaining the game and you're trying to give people hints and give them ideas into how the game's going. I think we're trying too hard. I think we should just keep it the Urban Dictionary game and just start rattling off information.
But why is that my fault? If you're thinking
Because
too
you're the-
hard.
You're the host.
Yeah, this is your show.
No, I believe it is your saying that is think hard because you're thinking anyway.
It is.
If you're thinking too hard, that is not my fault.
I'm not thinking too hard. I'm thinking as hardly as I need to.
Hardly. You're
I
fine.
think it's my fault because I was the one who asked.
Yes.
Well, no, it's our fault. We asked, "Do you want
I
to play
think
a
it's
game?"
my fault because I'm always trying to explain things without giving too much away, and then I end up like giving you completely false information. So that's kind
true
of my
too.
fault.
But it's
too.
also Kate's fault. But she can slide though because she's once removed, so it's totally fine. That's right. Yeah, so you're not really going to get blamed for anything. Kate. You're good.
That does lead to a good point, Sam. If you are looking for a career change, have you thought about used car sales? Because you're saying one thing and you're sliding it to the other way.
I don't know if I'd be that good about that.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
I could swing some drinks, but I don't know if I could sell some cars.
yeah, you don't want to.
It's hard.
Kate, what are you gonna do with the rest of your evening?
Oh my gosh. I'm really not sure. It's 8:14. I have the day off tomorrow. Who knows?
Good for
Who
you.
knows?
I love it.
Well, hopefully you're inspired to write a song.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
write something.
Write a
I
song.
just might.
I hope so.
I
hope
like
so.
that. I could tell you're thinking.
I know you can already see the wheels turning.
Either
Yeah.
that or her screen froze. We couldn't tell for a second there.
Well, I got to tell you, Kate, I think you got a hell of a voice. Okay, you sing really well, and your music is really good, and you're gonna just keep getting better and better and better as you go. But the music that I heard and that you've created is great. So you're on the right path there, and your acting ability, as far as I'm concerned, is spot on. So you keep doing what you're doing. I'm really, really, really happy to meet you, and I'm really excited to see where you go and what you're doing. I think it's cool shit.
Thank you.
You're very, very welcome.
Thank you. That made probably the rest of mine a year. So.
I hope so.
Aw.
See, that's
21 it's already made. So thank you.
no, you're badass, and yeah, she's talented, Chuck. She's got
Yeah.
some shit going.
Here's how talented you are. My thought process when it goes to the idea of bringing you up to do something is not the fact is to we should have Kate come up and do something because she's so awesome at it. My thought process is, how can I make it worth her time since we do a low budget movie?
Right? I know. It's like you're one of those people that we see that we know is gifted that could, enhance anything that we're doing, but shit, we're broke, so we can't pay you. So hopefully you like us enough to maybe go, yeah, I got a few days, I can help you out. I'm like, fuck, cool. Kate's going to help us. That's great.
Absolutely.
That's
I
kinda
love
where-
collaborating. Yeah. You
Well-
guys just let me know what you're thinking and I'm down to work.
You're awesome, Kate.
Well, I'm so glad you said that. You're going to get a text message in a few minutes with some ideas because I'm going to have you
no.
start
Oh,
working. I'm
no.
going to have you start
Just
working
go-
on that
Yeah.
song.
Go right
You poor
first.
child. You should-
Chuck, leave her alone for the night. Let her have her night.
I know. Let
It's
her have
fine.
at least.
She spent an
text her
hour and a half with
tomorrow.
us.
I'm just going to send her some notes because I want her to write the damn song.
Okay, but then you can do that in the morning.
She said she's inspired.
I know. She'll be inspired tomorrow. She's like us. She wakes up in a good mood.
Shut
She's
up,
creative.
you guys.
An evening with us is like an evening of drinking. She's going to
They
wake up
fight like-
tomorrow. She's going to have a headache. She's going to be dehydrated. She's not going to know what the hell happened last night, but she knows she's smiling
Why
and she
don't
can't
you
figure out
let
why.
her speak for herself?
All right, yeah. Kate, you want him to text you
They're
tonight or
fighting over
tomorrow?
you.
Stupid.
No, I think you guys are awesome. This has been so much fun. This is so cool now that I'm finally able to meet you, Chuck, and now meet you guys as well.
Well, I
This is
appreciate it. I do.
awesome.
We're happy to meet you too.
Yeah, I like meeting superstars, bro.
Well, I like
I
it
can
when
hang right with
girls
you guys.
come on the show because it doesn't happen very often, and I really love it a lot.
Yeah, she always feels like she's ganged up on, and I feel like I'm always ganged up on by both of these.
I've got your back, Sam. I've got your back.
Thank you so much. There's
Oh
always
my
so much
God.
testosterone.
For as
usually.
many times as
There
you
is
guys,
zero testosterone in this room.
That's right.
I don't know
That's
about
true.
that.
You're a girl. You're
No,
kinda
I'm
girly.
a fucking girl, and you are too, motherfucker. Don't even act like it. Trying to act like a man all of a sudden.
I think it's funny that you guys talk about not having enough girls on the show. However, you guys are always talking about how many females. It's like, well, Chuck, you can't just talk to every female and think that they're going to want to be on our show.
Is that?
All the females I talk to want to be on our show. So what do you want from me?
Nothing. You're fine. I just
No,
don't want you
I
to
said
scare
thank
them.
you.
Just don't want you to scare them.
Well, that's why I pick the good Christian women. They feel obligated to say yes.
Yeah, but there's a reason why Kate.
That actually,
Jesus.
there is a pattern there.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, way to use your faith to get what you need, Chuck. That's real good.
Oh, that's horrible. Kate,
It's bad.
thank you, hon. I appreciate getting to know you better, and it's always fun to see you, watch you, and listen to you, and hear what you're doing. Thank you for joining us today on Around the Reel. I really do appreciate you. I look forward to working with you soon, and I'm going to figure out how to get you up here for something very, very soon. So remember, everybody out there, think hard, because you're thinking anyway.
Thank you, everybody. Good job, Kate.
Good job,
Thanks,
Kate.
guys. Thanks so much.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning
Wait,
in.
remember, everybody, think hard, because you're thinking anyway.
Oh, for the love of Christ, both of you guys.
He just cut me off, though. Just cut me off.
Nobody,
now.
Yeah, because-
nobody needs to hear the old intro.
Okay,
or
well, I'm going
outro.
to cut you both off and say thank you for listening to our show. Thank you for tuning in to Around the Reel.
That's great stuff.
Yeah.
So why did they even tune in the first place?
I don't know, but they're glad they did.
Yeah. I think it's because we're trying to inspire people
We are.
and have fun with people.
People that are artists.
Creatives.
Yeah. People that are out there trying to make a living with their art.
That's a beautiful thing.
That's what we're doing.
They're crafty.
Yes.
So have them tune in. And how do they get on our show, Chuck?
You can get on our show by going to our website. Please visit us at cccentertainmentgroup.com. Click on the scheduling link.
And I'll send you to me.
Yeah.
Sassy Sam was going to get you all lined up on everything
I'll hook you up with a day and a time.
sometime in 2021 or 2022 because it's filling up fast. So if you want to get on this show,
Get on
I
it.
highly suggest
Get on it.
you start clicking your brains out.
Come be our guest on our show. We'd love to hear your story.
We'd love to hear it.
Make sure you come visit us on Amazon Prime and OP Prime.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
watch
Watch
The
our
Outrider.
movie. Watch our movie. The Outrider.
Yeah, you can watch Marcus
It's good.
Ford kick some fucking ass.
Oh,
This was a perfectly good take until you said
until
that.
you said that.
All right, well, thanks for tuning in to the show. Bye-bye, guys.